My name's John Lytle. I'm a member of Freedom Huddle. You might not be familiar with me because you're probably more familiar with John Saunders. John Saunders is a great American. It's pretty much the highest compliment that's available to human beings. We were able to come together on this particular project given our love for America and things American, like Humvees. My love of the Humvee started when I was 6 years old. I saw one, said, I will one day own that truck. And today, some 30 years later, I own that truck. It's led to a number of questions that have been confronted to me since then, like, where did you get that truck? How did you get your hands on a military Humvee? Is that even legal to have on the road? And what are you guys going to do with that Humvee? And you're going to get an answer to each and every one of those questions here on Freedom Huddle. That's going to happen. A little bit of background. I found out from the internet that they were going to come up for auction. So I started doing a little bit of research. And my research showed me Gov Liquidation, which is a website that is used to liquidate government scrap, has another website called GovPlanet, and they got a contract, and it's my understanding, to sell 4,000 military Humvees. They set up this Iron Planet, and that's your place, ironplanet.com, where you can bid on these Humvees. So I headed over there, set up an account. Within moments, I had more credit than any rational or reasonable person would ever give me towards bidding on military surplus hardware. And I started looking at the auctions. And this was in December 2014. And these things came online, and people were bidding $40,000 and $50,000 for each one of these Humvees. And I can tell you that my dream was being crushed with every single auction, because there was no way I could justify anything even close at all to those prices. More than that, come January, start researching, and they're not being sold as even being road legal, so you have to not drive them on the roads. That's another pretty big bummer in terms of what I was attempting and wanting to achieve with getting my Humvee. So anyway, I followed the auctions. Come the end of May, prices were reasonable. And to give you an idea, the prices on the Humvee start out around $5,000 for one that's not in running order. If it's missing major body components, it starts out lower. But and if the engine will actually turn over, you're looking at something that starts in the $7,500 zone. So by the end of May, it was down in the $8,000. You know, every once in a while something was selling at almost asking price with a running Humvee. So I was ready to make my bids, and so I did what every person probably does, which is I was slightly too greedy, and I waited one auction too long. And then Fox News runs a story that says military Humvees available for auction, and all the prices go back up to $30,000. And so I had to wait. Come end of August, prices are back down to something that's at least moderately reasonable, and I'm now cautioned about being too greedy. So I bid on a Humvee that was in Texas. It had hard doors. Those are not very common with the M998s. Most of these that are coming up for auction are cloth roof, cloth doors, if they even have doors. Even if they have all 4 doors, a lot of them have only 2 doors. If you go on Iron Planet and you pull up these Humvee auctions, you'll see there's a wide array of what you're actually going to get with the actual Humvee. So there's a lot of projects that just come about off the bat. I bid on this Humvee. I bid strong because I wanted those hard doors, and it seemed to be in good shape. I won the auction. Super excited. So I wire the money over, and then wait. And wait. And wait. I actually set up to have the shipping done a few days after I wired the money over, because they have this little thing that says if your Humvee is on the lot for anything more than 7 days after pickup time, you have to pay storage. I had all these things lined up. Turns out you have to wait for an EUC, an end user certificate, to be approved by the government. And as all of us are aware, that anytime the government has to do something, it takes about 10 times longer than any rational person could possibly explain as to why it needs to happen in that time. So, 2 months later, EUC cleared, shipping, have my Humvee, and that leaves us where we are now. We have so many plans, and I am so excited for all the things that we're going to do with this Humvee and our ability to share it with everybody. So, I'm going to leave you with God Bless America.